Welcome to Chaos Cortec.
Hey guys, do you ever find yourself thinking, man, I wish I had the entire first level of Super Mario Bros. To put on my desk? Well, that was the train of thought that led me to this video. So let's get started. Alright guys, that's right, Mario. This guy. And I don't know how you can see that, but we're going to be going for the original Super Mario Bros. On the NES, and like all the pixel graphics and everything. And I'm going to try to recreate everything in this level down to the pixel. Except for the background elements, obviously. I kind of wanted just to put it on my desk and have it the novelty that he's running on my desk. And I didn't have anything metallic that was big enough to have this whole thing on here. Actually, it barely fits on my desk. You can probably see it running around me right here. But if you have something big and metallic that you would like to put this on, you could get magnets and attach it to the back of all the pieces and have it set up, which would be really cool. Or you could just print a small section of this and put it on your fridge. And actually, we were thinking about like getting a big, or making a big frame and putting it on the wall. Just because it's kind of cool to have the entire first world of Mario just chilling. So let's go do this. And normally I have like a small time lapse of the printing going on. But since these are extremely flat, and I printed them in black filament, which is hard to see anyway, there wouldn't be much to show in those time lapses. You just see a small black chunk. So I just decided not to put those in this video. Alright guys, let's get started. Okay, so let's take a look at the files here real quick. Up here in the corner you can see the main four tiles, sorry. This is what are used to make the ramp. These are the blocks that you can break. This is obviously the question block, and then this makes up the ground. So those are actually the main tiles. There's not very many of them. And then you have your things like the pipe and the flag here. But literally everything else is made up of those, with the exception of these top parts of the castle here and the doors. And don't mind the bricks right here. You can actually see that those aren't actually there. It is just part of the grouping and coloring that those got included in. Those are actually black back there. So that's what these look like. And then obviously you've got Mario and Goomba right there. I still think this Goomba looks awesome. And Mario does too. But yeah, so these are the tiles that you'll need. And I will put the quantities that you need for each of those down in the description and on the various file sites for these. And then I'm going to print all of these out in PLA and with 10% infill, 0.3 millimeter layer height, and no supports or rafts or anything. They're all just flat, so they'll print really, really easily. And I will say that you will have to have a pretty good grasp on the details that your printer can handle, because each of these little blocks, you can see that these are actually, you know, fully pixeled, and I did model these down to the pixel. So each of these little blocks here, that's 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter. So the ratio is 1 pixel equals 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter squared. So these blocks are 16 by 16. So if I come back up here to the single blocks, you can see that they are 16 by 16. And that is very, very, very tiny. So if you don't think your printer can handle details at that level, you might want to scale these up. It's going to take a lot more printing, but just keep in mind that if you scale it up to twice the size, then each pixel is going to equal 2 millimeters. So that's a lot less small details that you're going to need to print, and that'll also be much easier to paint. So keep that in mind. And also on some of these bigger pieces, specifically like the ground piece here and this, they can warp pretty easily just because there's a lot of surface area. So make sure you have your warping under control. And other than that, these are very, very easy to print out. I'd recommend grouping as many of them as you can to print at once, just because printing this many small things is going to take a while. So as much as you can fit on your print bed. Alright guys, well, let's get printing this.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm not going to show you all of the pieces here just because there's not a whole lot to see because they're black and the details are pretty hard to see. These are some of the ground pieces. So, we have everything printed and ready to go. My wife and I are going to start painting these, and then I'll do the showcase of all the pieces when we've got them painted and ready to go.
Alright guys, so my wife has finished painting it, and I realize this is your first time seeing the whole thing, so here we go. First off, this is the little stairs thing that Mario uses. Like over here is the flag, so this is what he uses at the very end to get up here and then jump, and then here is the flag. And then this is the castle. Here are the pipes. These are the blocks and the question blocks. And this right here is the ground that runs throughout the whole level. And then as you can see right here, we have a little Goomba. Got quite a few of those. And then here is Mario. Now obviously you're going to need quite a few copies of these certain things to complete this. So down in the description and on the pages to download these files, like on Thingiverse and sites like that, I will list the quantities and everything you need for all this stuff so you can print the right amounts and get this going. And if you're wondering how she painted these, so after I printed them all out, what she did was she used some spray paint primer, just white, but it doesn't really matter what color she'll be painting over it. But that was just to allow the paint to stick and to get some of the print lines kind of covered up a little bit. And then after she was done with that, she used an airbrush actually to get the base color on these that they would be. So like these ones, the reddish clay type color that they are, she actually airbrushed those on. But you could use regular paint if you wanted to, it would just take a little bit longer. And then for all the other colors and stuff like that, she used just normal water-based acrylic paints that you can get from a hobby store. And then just meticulously did the details on these. And as you can see, these look really good. She got in there. So it was a very tedious job for her to paint these. And I feel bad that I made her do it, but she did an amazing job. And I will also post an image of each of these tiles so you can see exactly what colors are what and how the tiles are broken up. That way when you're painting them you can get the right colors. And I have different sections of it raised and lowered based on different colors, so you won't have to box in your own colors. You just need to make sure you get them on the right layer. Okay, so my next step is to arrange this like the level actually is. So that's going to take me a bit. I will set the camera back and then time-lapse it. So let's go. Alright guys, here we have the finished level. And now I was going to try and get fancy and make this some sort of stop motion thing, but that would take a long time and I don't really have the software to do that, so this is what you guys get. And I'm going to try and make it entertaining because this is going to be pretty crappy. Okay guys, pardon the shakiness. I can't sing very much of this because it's copyrighted, so bring, squish, bring, blip, blip, blip. Got bigger. Jump. I'm like covering him up, sorry. Blip. Blip, blip. Oh, gotta clear this. Oh, there's like a secret life right here. Bling. Blip. Don't know the sound effect for that one, sorry. Boom. Oh, Goomba's up here. Bank, got that one. Blip. Moving right along. Jumping straight to this guy over here. Bling. Is that a fire flower? I think that might be a fire flower. Blink, blink. Got these guys with fire. There's a star there. These are nothing good. They're just coins, I think. Don't quote me on that. It's been a long time since I played this. Blink, blink. Blink, blink. One of these a fire flower? I can't remember. Going up here. Jump tiny gap. Come back down. Going up here. Oh no. Blink, blink. Okay, guys. Ran out of room, so movie magic. We're over here. We're at the end already. Blink, 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 blink. Remember, guys, you always got to get right there on the edge. That's how you do it, okay? Press B. Okay, guys, I apologize for that. I promise that's the stupidest thing you're getting out of me all week. Maybe. I don't know. I actually can't make any promises on that. So, without my being stupid, let's just take a quick look at it. Alright guys, well that was Super Mario Bros. World 1-1. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a ton of fun making this. And if you want to make one of these for yourself, I will put the links as always down in the description to Thingiverse, Umagine, Pinshape, Shapeatizer, Colts, whatever your favorite one is. So pick one, go there, and download it. And the cool thing is I will include each of the little blocks. So if you wanted to, you can combine them and make pretty much any level you want to. Because these blocks don't really change much throughout the game. So that's kind of cool. And you can even make your own level if you want to, or just a small snippet of it to put somewhere. So I tried to keep it customizable like that. But otherwise, I will be including the grouped ones to make it easier to print if you want to make this level specifically. Alright guys, if you're wondering what to watch next, check the eye right up here. There's a couple other videos you can check out. Leave a like for Mario, or if you prefer the darker side of things, leave a like for Goomba. I think these little guys were my favorite from this project. And then if you have not done so, make sure you subscribe. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then make sure you look forward to the speed modeling process of this project. That video will be going up Wednesday. And now for you hardcore people that have stuck around this long, here is next week's preview. Okay guys, here it is, next week's preview. I've already shown you too much. I can't show you anymore. It's Halo. Alright guys, that's all for me. Thanks for joining me.